You need help? Let me help you. Hey, baby.
Hi, baby. That's you.
Want to say hi? The hi. The hello. Right here. The hi. Good job. Good job. You gonna let mommy film now? Why you eating Nana? You give them some Nana? You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Good job. Okay, you gonna let mommy film now? Okay, get down. Whoa. Bye-bye, buddy. What's good, nesters? I'm Rebel West, aka West Nest Jess, and welcome to the West Nest. Let's talk about it. I know, my caption, but me and the hubby have discussed some things, and we have decided to make a baby. So listen, a couple of things, right? My son is 18 months. I would prefer to have 3 years between my kids, but I got a couple reasons why we made this decision now. So if you don't know, I am currently in the process, and will always be in the process, of surviving grief. So in 2022, August, I lost my mom. And number one, being a mom without a mom is 0 out of 10. I do not recommend it. Like, it's ghetto. I don't know why it's a thing. If you know, you know. If you don't, I pray that you never know. But I lost my mom, and you know, there's a lot of emotions that go behind that. But it's also a lot of business. You know, there's funeral arrangements. What day are we gonna bury her? There's, you know, it's just a lot. There's flowers, obituary. It's just a lot going on. And having to deal with the bulk of that myself with support, but it's just a lot. It's a lot going on at a time where you don't really have control over your feels. And my family was supportive, all aspects of my family, right? So you have my dad's side, you have my mom's side, you have my married side. Everybody was supportive. It took a village, but they had lost a sister-in-law or a sister or an aunt or a cousin. In that moment in time, I was the only person that had lost a mother. And I just got to thinking and talking to, you know, my hubby, and I'm just like, I don't want Atticus to have to grow up and lose one of us and have to deal with that alone, with nobody who has adjacent feelings of losing a mom. It's hard to lean on someone when it's not that they're not experiencing loss, but it's different degrees of loss. I think if I had had a sibling, I'm not gonna say it would have been easier, but it would have been nice to have somebody who understood the exact level of what I was feeling. And maybe that's a misery loves company thing, I don't know. But I don't want Atticus to have to go through that alone. And my husband absolutely agrees. Now, side note, if it was up to my husband, we'd have 10 children in this house. He would be in this house alone with said 10 children, but there would be 10 children in this house. Anyway, so that's really like driving factor number one. Driving factor number two, right? So we purchased a larger home this year. We have more than enough room for an expanding family. Financially, things are on point. Spiritually, things are on point. Our marriage is going great. We're coming up on 4 years. So the timing is right. I feel like everything's in place for us to accept another child into this family and provide love and care. So that was the third thing that we kind of talked about when it came to making this decision. Now, for the elephant in the room. Your girl's not getting any younger, okay? And Aaliyah said, age ain't nothing but a number.
However,
Aaliyah never said that to an OBGYN. Because with my pregnancy with Atticus, it was flawless for the most part. But I found myself in a high-risk pregnancy simply because of my age. I'll be 38 next month, November. Super excited about that. But with that comes like this feeling of a time crunch. I know it's definitely pressure that I'm putting on myself. But yeah, I don't want to be 40 and pregnant. I know Janet Jackson made it look real cute to be 45 and pregnant. I'm not Janet Jackson. Okay? I don't want to be 89 at a high school graduation. I look at my friends and they all have children that are, for the most part, like some of my friends have college kids or late high school students, and that just seems so far away from me with an 18-month-old running around. But if I plan on giving Atticus a sibling, I feel like I need to get started now. So being high risk simply because my age it blew me. To me, that was crazy. I had no diabetes. I had no high blood pressure. I had nothing medically that will put me at high risk. You simply just put me in a high risk category because of my age, a mature pregnancy. And so to me, it kind of embedded some fears. So if you're putting me high risk, right, simply because of my age now, what type of situation am I going to be in with the next child? And so they were just explaining to me, you know, as eggs get older, there are more chances for things to go wrong. And while again, Atticus's pregnancy was daggone near perfect, it still really like struck something in my spirit. And I worry about that. So I feel like my time is like dwindling and I've put myself on a timeline. Now with that being said, I'm happy about the decision. Even though I feel like I'm kind of being pushed into it by nobody other than myself.
and also, let's stop. Let's address something.
Please stop asking people when they're gonna have a baby. Or in my case, when you gonna give Atticus a sibling? When you gonna have another baby? Guys, you don't know what's going on in people's households. We could be a mess in here. We could be barely surviving and you asking me when I'm having another kid. Or we could have infertility issues. Like, fertility issues? Fertility issues. Bless my heart. But we could be having fertility issues. And that I know weighs heavy on a lot of women. And then you got aunts and cousins and everybody asking, when you gonna have the next baby? Like, stop doing that. People know what they want, what they expect out of their family, and what they can produce as far as their family is concerned. They do not need you asking questions every 5 seconds. Sorry, I know that was a little rant, but that be on my spirit. So, yeah, and I think we're ready. I think we're ready. With that being said,
I did a thing.
So October 2nd, I had an appointment with my OBGYN and we removed my IUD. I'm not crazy. I'm not on drugs. I'm not a glutton for punishment, but I'm really going through with this. I say that because I spend 90% of my day wondering when I get to take a nap. When I tell you this little boy is on go. He's on go from the moment he wakes up to the moment he lays his head down at night. And
I be tired.
he's a lot. He's a lot.
Bruh.
But do we have the capacity to handle another one? Absolutely. The one I have is alive. He's well. He's smart, as he likes to say, and he's developing wonderfully. I think that we do have the capacity, the patience, the love, everything that we need to bring another child into this world. Now, do I plan on getting pregnant tomorrow?
Absolutely not.
I hope not to even be pregnant this year of 2023. There's a thing going on right now where OBGYNs, primary doctors, it's really, really hard as an established patient to get an appointment. So the appointments are like 60 to 90 days out. This is actually a conversation that me and my husband had back before summer started, but I was just able to get an appointment October 2nd. So we had some time to really think about it throughout the summer. There are some times when Atticus made me question it, but we are sticking by our decision. And the next appointment possible was like in March, and I would really like to have control over my reproductive process and not have to wait to get seen by a doctor. So that's that. When I told some of my friends, they did have questions about, you know, the IUD and stuff like that. So briefly, I had a copper IUD inserted 7 weeks after having Atticus. I chose the copper IUD because it was non-hormonal and I was breastfeeding at the time. And I just didn't want to introduce any hormones into the body. Removing it was super simple, as simple as it was to insert it. It was more of a like spread and cough situation, and it was out. I was in and out in 15 minutes. I waited 90 days for 15 minutes. But yeah, we're gonna start this journey. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to say, oh, I'm hoping for a little girl this time, but honestly, I just prayed that when the time is right, I'm able to get pregnant and the baby that is a product of said pregnancy is healthy. Those are my prayers. So yeah, I know this was a quick video. I just wanted to catch everybody up to speed, let you know what's going on. A lot of my family is actually going to find out this decision by this video. So yeah, guys. But do me a favor, like, subscribe. But I'm really interested in some comments. I want to know, you know, do you think there's a cutoff time? Is there an age that's too old outside of what your body will allow? Is there an age that's too old to have a child? Let me know what you think. Like, am I tripping? I don't think so, but am I? So yeah, let me know below. I am Rabbit West, aka West Nest Jess, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.